In the early hours of a fateful morning in 1914, the HMS Aboukir, a British Royal Navy cruiser, sailed through the misty waters of the North Sea. It was a time of tension as the world stood on the brink of war and the shadows of conflict loomed over Europe. The ship's crew, a blend of seasoned sailors and eager young men, prepared for what they believed would be another routine mission. Little did they know, it would be their last. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and also on the notification bell so that you will know when we drop new video. As the sun rose slowly over the horizon, casting a ghostly light over the waves, the HMS Aboukir glided through the sea, her hull gleaming in the light. Captain Edward A.H. Beresford was in command, and his crew, a mix of about 750 souls, stood ready for whatever lay ahead. Yet as they made their way along their designated route, a sense of unease began to settle among them. The air was thick with anticipation, a feeling that something was about to change. Unbeknownst to them, a lurking danger lay just beneath the surface, the threat of the enemy submarine. In the shadows of the deep, the German U-boat U-9 lay in wait, her captain, Otto Weddigen, preparing to unleash chaos upon the unsuspecting British vessels. The HMS Aboukir, along with her sister ships, HMS Cressy and HMS Hogue, was patrolling the waters, oblivious to the imminent peril that awaited them. The silence of the morning was suddenly shattered. At precisely 6:20 a.m., a torpedo launched from the U-9 tore through the sea, striking the HMS Aboukir with a violent explosion. The ship shuddered and began to take on water, the cries of the crew echoing over the chaos as panic ensued. Men raced to their stations, desperately attempting to assess the damage and save their ship. But the HMS Aboukir was not alone in her fate. Moments later, as the crew fought against the rising tide, another torpedo struck, and then another. The HMS Cressy and HMS Hogue were also hit, creating a scene of utter devastation in the cold waters of the North Sea. Within just a few minutes, all three cruisers were sinking, their hulls shattered, their crews thrown into a fight for survival. In the aftermath of the attack, the sea became a churning cauldron of despair. Some men managed to cling to debris, while others struggled against the icy waters. The cries for help were drowned out by the roar of the sea, and the ghostly fog that enveloped the scene seemed to swallow the souls of those fighting to stay afloat. But as rescue ships arrived, they found only fragments of what once was, a few scattered lifeboats and the remnants of the HMS Aboukir and her sister ships. Hundreds of men were lost that day, their fates sealed by the sudden and brutal assault. The official count would later report 1,459 men lost to the depths, but there were stories of those who vanished without a trace, leaving behind only memories and unanswered questions. The mystery deepened as tales of strange occurrences began to surface. Survivors spoke of phantom ships seen on the horizon, echoes of the HMS Aboukir still heard in the winds that swept across the sea. Whispers of ghostly figures drifting along the water haunted the survivors, who were left grappling with the loss of their comrades. In the years that followed, the wrecks of the HMS Aboukir, Cressy and Hogue would be found, resting on the seafloor, silent sentinels of a tragic day. But the questions lingered. Where had the crew gone in their final moments? Were they truly lost to the depths, or did they remain forever watching from the shadows of the sea? The HMS Aboukir and her crew became a haunting reminder of the fragility of life in the face of war. The sea held its secrets close, and though the world moved on, the mystery of their disappearance would echo through time, a story of loss and longing whispered by the waves.